All right, here
Oh,
we
yeah.
go. After some technical difficulties, we are live with Princess of the Apocalypse. Yay!
Yay.
All right. So when we last left off, our adventures had been up in the Feathergale spire, where they had discovered a set of cultists that were offering up human sacrifices to something or the other by tossing them off of the spire. And they managed to discover while they were up there that there is some kind of entrance into a cave down in the valley below the spire. And so they wandered down into the cave, having now, by the way, cleared out two different cultist outposts. One, some kind of a fire cult, and this last one, an air cult. They've wandered down into the cave. This is a cave that remarkably looked very similar to one that was underneath the fire cult's headquarters. And they have wandered miles below the surface and have stumbled across a massive, forgotten dwarven city that the name of which I typed into chat back in the last session. And should have made a note on it, but anyway, it's somewhere. Maybe Michael's got a note on it. I don't know.
Tire Vessel.
Yeah, Tire Vessel. That's it. And there you have come to the entrance. You have wandered through to the end of what looks like some kind of a defense that's used with it kind of arrow slits all in the wall, and you've come to a stone wall at the kind of the very end of this corridor. You've been hearing some music that's playing just kind of very faintly in the far distance as you explore. And that's where you're at. You're standing now at this door that kind of leads further into the temple. The sounds of some kind of crazed birds on either side of you that you've been able to get glances of through the arrow slits in the walls. And that's where we're at. So what do you want to do next?
This is the sound of the music that we're hearing?
Yeah, very faintly. It's what you're hearing there is just a piano, but this sounds like, in addition to a piano, some strings and maybe a flute, and they're not terribly good. These don't sound like the best musicians you've ever heard before.
Is it Becca playing her? No.
No.
I was thinking. I could. Say flute. And pull up flute.
What does this door that is in front of us look like?
It's another stone door.
Oh, just like the last one.
It's like the last one.
Okay.
So, is there a place like the last one where we can like look over into the next room?
No. This is like it's like a wall goes up to a ceiling, about 8-10 feet, and just a stone door inside the wall.
Well, Becca, go ahead.
I was gonna. Okay.
Just sounded like something you would do.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was gonna send to the chat. There's a video of a guy playing the flute, and it's it's like a recorder, and it's like the Titanic song, and so it's like.
Well, I don't think there's any getting around it. I think we'll still have to just go through this door.
No, I think we are just. It's inevitable.
Also, someone has to give some harsh criticism to whoever's playing this terrible, terrible music. So the only path is to go forward, I say.
That seems right.
Alright.
Make it stop.
Make it stop. Because I'm going to push on the door, Matt, and see if it gives at all.
It does indeed give.
Okay.
and opens up before you. And what you see is this lengthy hallway ahead, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet of hallway, and even more beyond. And the music that you hear is pretty clearly coming from behind this door at this point. Not much of a question about where it's coming from. It's a little louder now.
Does anybody want to sneak down to the end of that hallway and just kind of peek around the corner? Somebody who's a little sneakier than the dwarf.
Here, I'll do it.
I was gonna volunteer, but then never mind.
Oh wait, I should do it.
Clink, clink.
I know. I was
clink.
How would you guys feel if I turned invisible for that?
Oh,
If you want to go invisible, yeah. Burn a spell slot, but...
let's not.
Oh crap. It's the music.
Dracula
Where's that?
is playing his own.
Can I see more from like where I am right
Yes.
here?
So what, as you get to that vantage point, what you can make out is you can just make out a person that looks much like the cultist that you saw up above in the spire. And this person is strapped to some kind of stone column. And he's kind of breathing in and out very definitively, kind of... Seems to be in a little bit of distress.
Like labored breathing.
Yeah. Like
The heavy
forcefully labored breathing.
You've stumbled upon a yoga class.
Ugh. I don't want to go to the yoga where they strap you to stones.
I
Overlord Yoga, 3 and 5 p.m. every weeknight.
will slowly make my way back to the door and just whisper like, "There's a guy over there." No.
They sound so panicked.
It was creepy. That was scary. The music helped.
This is
Oh,
what they
God.
taught her at the monastery. This is how they taught her to handle these situations.
It's going to be okay. We've seen guys before. A couple of times we saw some guys.
Well, do in fact exist.
I don't know what's past him, but I kind of want to go ask him questions, but I'm afraid he would make like a ruckus. And
Did he look like he was awake?
Yes.
So I probably can't just sneak past him.
Maybe not in the best condition ever, but he's awake.
so, whoever he is, he's probably obviously a captive. So,
You don't know. He could be there voluntarily. He could be
I know.
totally into it.
Ugh. No.
I don't think he would try and draw attention to us. He would probably just try and get us to untie him and let him loose.
That could be him trying to draw attention in a sneaky way, though.
I think Gloria's probably right. He's probably a captive.
Okay. I still think we should probably approach him, like only 1 or 2 people approach him and not have like a huge group of people going up to him and scaring him.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Maybe not the Dragonborn or the Tiefling.
So what you're saying is sugarcane and my rope snaky snake approach him
Yes.
and try to parlay.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm hearing somebody's sirenscape. Very loudly.
Yeah.
That's Matt's. You can turn it down.
Is
in
it
the-
mine?
in the menu.
Yeah, you can turn it down.
Okay.
Is that better?
Well, yes, that is much better. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I just turned it down on my minion is all I did.
That music has got like a serious Castle Ravenloft
It is
type of vibe.
Scaring me. It's making me on edge.
It's making me. It's creeping me out. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Let's. All right, Sugarcane. Let's go. And
All right.
we're gonna walk down to the end of the hallway and peek around the corner.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So you stand there and you see the same thing that Glory saw a minute ago. It's a man. He's ropes have him tied to this column, and kind of carved into the column is this image of this great ancient dwarven warrior. Got a huge warhammer kind of slung over his shoulder. And he just sits there with kind of this forced labor breathing over and over. He looks up at you kind of wearily. Almost like he's in a haze, and then just kind of turns back away and resumes his breathing.
Do I recognize the figure? Is it Moradin?
Yes, it is.
Haha!
And yes, you do.
Interesting.
Okay. I know who that is. I'm gonna just like I'm gonna sort of call out around the corner and say, "Psst, hey, do you want to get out of here?"
And
Does
his
he
head
respond?
just kind of wearily looks up at you, and you can tell now that like, he's looking at you kind of straight on. His face is a little emaciated, like he's been starving, and he says, just kind of the words barely get out of his lips. No, no.
He's a sacrifice,
Oh.
He might be a sacrifice.
but he's a part of their cult, I bet.
I don't care for this whole situation. I don't like the fact that there are people up in here inside this dwarven fortress defiling a statue of Moradin. Does not sit well with me.
Dad, you're getting freed, Mr. Guy.
Don't untie him yet.
Clearly weak. It's fine.
I'm just gonna step out and I'm gonna look around the other side and see if I
Okay.
can see anything over
Okay.
this direction.
Indeed, you can. As you look down that hallway, you can see pretty decent distance. You see that there are two more columns and very similar looking people
Oh.
strapped to each of the other two. All of them with kind of the same pattern of forced breathing.
Huh.
Sacrifice.
Get a little closer to this guy, but keep my distance. And I'm like, why don't you fellas want to be free?
And the one that's immediately in front of you, which is the only one that would be able to talk. Their voices are very raspy, like they don't speak very much. And he says to you, because we must learn to live on air alone.
Whoa.
We do not.
Okay.
We don't need food. We need air only.
That's not how being a person works. You need a lot of different things. You guys need to take a biology class. Sugarcane the gnome.
He says to
Nah,
Sugarcane, no, but that is how it works with our queen. She will teach us.
She's
Who's your
doing a
queen?
pretty bad job. Yes.
Who?
Ooh,
What
yes.
queen? Who's your queen? Who are you talking about?
He kind of turns and kind of gestures behind him into the darkness, kind of beyond this corridor that you're looking at, with his head, and looks back, and he says, Arisi, one of the princes of the apocalypse.
Oh, this is like that part of the movie where they drop the title.
How is she a queen and a prince? I don't get.
That's a valid question.
I'm like major eavesdropping.
She rules us, but she also serves her own master.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Who's her master?
He says, please, I cannot say.
Is there like a Voldemort thing going on? You say the name and then poof,
Yeah.
there he is.
He doesn't know who
Hey,
Voldemort
Nate.
is, but
Mary.
no. So go ahead. Anybody that wants to can make a check now with. Give me a second here.
Cat got locked in my room.
Can make a check with history or religion. Intelligence, history, or intelligence, religion.
Oh man, history all the way. Boom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so on the mention of the princes of the apocalypse and on the mention of Irisi, you kind of realize that if indeed this is true, you've heard legends about these four princes of the apocalypse, elemental princes that will come into the world and destroy it. And Arisi was one of them. And one thing that Bloki is certain about right now is that this princess, whoever it is that waits down the hall, is probably beyond anything that your group can handle, at least at this point.
That means one thing.
Well, I'm glad you knew that.
Sugarcane, no! Don't go that way.
It's probably because she probably has a whole Dothraki armory back there with her.
Thraki. What's around that other corner, Sugarcane? Go look.
Glory says from down the hallway. Go look around that corner.
Hey,
Okay.
little one. Go, keep going.
Yeah, just go over there.
So, Sugarcane can kind of make this out, and you can also see your hallway kind of continues down this way a little bit as well.
Ooh.
Okay. I think what we gotta do is we gotta go level up try the course of the elements from
Yeah, I think this is bad news, Bears. Arisi is a real bad cat, and I don't think we're prepared for this fight. However, I can't let this stand, and I pull out my hand axe and I sink it into the neck of the guy that's tied to the statue of Moradin.
All right, yeah, go ahead and make a check with your axe with advantage.
Oh.
Okay.
Murder check.
Make a murder check.
All right, so yeah, that's sufficient to instantly kill the initiate.
Okay. And then I cut the ropes that are binding him, and I pull his body away from the statue and throw it on the floor.
Sugarcane turns around and was like, "Did you really think they would keep living after this? They're
Not
living."
the stone.
It's not about the living. They shouldn't be here, and they shouldn't be touching these things. I spit on his body.
Dang. All right. Well, should we just leave?
Yep.
I don't
Looks
like
like
it,
this
but I
is dead
think
end,
we have
folks.
to.
You just wanted to kill that dude for good measure?
I just Moradin demanded it. I couldn't let it abide. I couldn't do nothing. And I turn and I walk away.
Does somebody have detect magic?
I do. However, I have to cast it as a ritual, so it takes 10 minutes.
I mean, you have 10 minutes.
I can't detect magic, but I can detect things.
I just want to see what's in. I
Sounds.
just want to know what's in that musical room.
I have one
you
more
got-
use of divine sense.
You
So
could
if
just
it's
go in.
undead or desecrated.
If the undead did,
Bargain. Is that what you said? Bargain.
Okay. I want to press my ear up against the door
Okay.
and see if I can tell how many, like, if there are like a lot of people, like a lot of chattering, including the music, or if it's just like.
Yeah. There's not a lot of chat. There's not much chattering at all. It sounds like probably about 5 people playing different instruments badly. One that's playing the flute seems to be a little bit better than the others. And at one point, you actually hear him kind of make everybody stop. Somebody that sounds like a leader, and say, "Nope, let's go back and try that again. Our queen will not be pleased unless the performance is perfect." And then he counts them down, and they start all playing again badly.
Is it only wind instruments that they're playing, or is there
Some strings, some wind. That sounds like a kind of a medieval sort of
That'd be funny.
kind of sound to it.
I don't know. I kind of want to go in there.
you want
Hey.
to go in there?
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Guys, because they're just musicians.
Wait,
Whatever.
wait. What if I snuck in there with my flute?
Oh
And
my
there's,
god!
hey, God, I'm here to join the band.
I bet they're.
You know what the thing is that I hate about that is I actually think that might be a little bit of a good idea.
Okay, but can you put on the dead guys at least some of the dead guys' clothes first? It
No,
won't fit, but-
This little gnome and this is a human, right? That I just killed.
Yeah, that's probably not. Maybe a hat would work or something like that. I mean, you
Like
might
just a
could
helmet.
might could try to fashion something.
Sugarcane, do you think you're up for this?
I was born for this, and I pull it
Oh my god.
and like hold it to the air, like triumphantly.
Awesome.
All right, I say, and I go and I pull the headgear or whatever off of the dead guy, and I put it sort of ceremoniously on top of sugarcane's
I kneel down and place it upon my head, even though I don't have to because I'm a gnome and I'm short. Anyway,
Okay, Sugarcane, when you get in there, just be all casual. Like, just be like, hey guys, so how's the queen lately? Any weaknesses? Stuff like that.
Any weaknesses? Yes,
You know,
great question.
just casually.
I pull my goggles down over my eyes and adjust them, and I say, "We are so fucked."
gotcha.
I'm-
All right.
I'm gonna wait on this side of the door before you open it, and I'll pull my short sword out and have it ready.
Oh my god.
Idea.
Just here.
All right. Open the door normally. So it open.
Normally.
Okay,
Can I go?
so you open the door,
Uh.
and the room opens up. It's a pretty large room, actually.
and there's a Reese.
Right?
Just standing there.
And you see somebody who clearly looks like a minstrel who kind of knows what he's doing, standing on one side of a fountain, and you've got about 5 people that don't look horribly competent that are on the other side of the fountain, all trying to learn to play instruments as he directs them. And immediately when you walk in, the director turns around and looks at you and says, "Ah, yes, another initiate. Please do come in and join us." And he gestures for you to go stand with the other players.
It's perfect. It's 6 players now.
Awesome.
Hi.
Don't you fuck this up.
Here it comes. How you guys doing?
So he hands you some sheet music and walks back over to the other side and says, "All right, 1, 2, 3, 4," and his baton comes down.
Oh no.
So yeah, so Sugarcane, go ahead and make a performance check.
She can't be that much worse than the other people.
This is gonna be.
Oh, maybe I was wrong. I was wrong. She could be worse.
All right, so he just kind of waves them to stop playing and says, "Where, pray tell, did you learn to play that flute?"
Self-taught, sir. Self-taught.
He's just kind of disgusted. He says, "Not very surprising. If you want to play with us, you're going to have to do better than that. All right, let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. His baton comes down. Go ahead and make another performance check."
Oh boy.
Natural 20, baby.
All right. So now you're kind of more in the ballpark with the rest of the initiates with this one. And now you're just kind of playing along with the other initiates as he directs you.
Oh snap! Somebody's gonna multi-class and bard.
Let's go get.
Don't come in. Don't ruin this.
No, we're not gonna go.
We have a community now.
We don't have. Shoot, we don't have instruments, do we?
I do not.
Okay, I think the 3 of us should go kill these other 2 guys and get their outfits and go in there and I don't know actually. That's as far as I got.
Leave if one of you just like grabs the hat from one of the other ones and comes back out and is like, "We need you for something."
But we haven't gotten any information yet.
Yeah, what are we trying to
What's gonna
accomplish here?
happen? You know, I don't know.
I gave you instructions, Sugarcane.
I'm playing my flout. I'm playing with my fellow flautists right now.
I think we're just sort of...
And incidentally, you can see around the stone fountain, the sides of it are sculpted with pictures of dwarves beating drums and playing horns.
I think we're just sort of entertaining Sugarcane's musical whims here.
Yeah. What are we accomplishing?
I don't know. It sure is entertaining, but
Can we just go kill them?
No.
oh my god, the murder.
Well,
Murder in
no!
Glory's eyes as she turns to me and says, "Can't we just kill them?"
No, okay. Can we kill all but one of them? And
They're crying.
I honestly, they're in a ancient dwarven city. They've defiled statues of Morden, who created the dwarves. We can do anything to these people that you would like. I will back you up 100%.
Alright, you ready, Ekron?
I guess. Yeah.
and I load the chamber of full disclosure, and I'm like ready to go.
Can I do one more performance check to see if I improve?
Okay, so let's right now Sugarcane is just kind of in the middle of the song, and you've all decided you're going to commit murder some more, and
Yes.
Sugarcane doesn't need to make another performance check. She's performing adequately right now.
My dream come true.
She's living the dream.
What is it? How does it sound from outside?
Terrible.
Can we pick out her?
It sounds awful.
Can we pick out Sugarcane's flute?
Yeah. I mean, she just added another layer of not so great to the poor performance of everybody else.
Oh man.
Oh, she's trying.
I turn to Ekron and Glory and I say, it's just not her finest hour. She's done better. I know that she's better than this.
I need to look in my priest pack and see if I have any musical instruments. Maybe I can. Yeah, I can assist.
Yeah. All right, let's crash this party.
I'm ready when you are.
All right.
I'm ready.
Oh my god.
Not ready.
So you're all going to walk in and initiate disguises?
Just gonna.
Are we? Oh, we're not disguised, are we?
You're just going to walk in.
I mean, if we should probably run it. We should probably like spring the attack if that's what we're about to do.
Yeah, like surprise attack. Like
We need to just run through the doorway and go to town on them.
Yeah.
We bust open the door, ready to slay.
We need to take a few down before they catch up.
Okay. Well,
God,
they're like
that's a terrible idea.
totally distracted right now. So you can roll for initiative, and
Glory was ready for that.
I was like,
You had your finger like over the button.
I did. Oh shoot, 16 also.
Oh, that's not great.
and you're going to get your initiative turn.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Hit us with flutes and violas? I don't know what they have.
So Sugarcane needs you in the initiative pool.
I'm playing my flute.
You can continue to play your flute.
Just be ready. She hears us whispering
You
outside.
can use
and
that
she's
as an action when you get. You can do a performance as your action when we get to you in the initiative
Natural!
order.
Natural
one.
one. Perfect. That's exactly what you want.
You know, this is D&D telling me that I need to pursue a life in flouting.
Flouting.
Flautism.
I think that's the correct adverb.
It's
Or-
flautist is the correct noun, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, Glory, you're up first.
Oh.
Do a
Right.
career in flautulence.
We've gotten there.
Okay. So I have enough movement, so I'm gonna crash through the door, swing it open with great force, and jog over here to this musician. I don't know, whatever he is. And I already got my short sword out, so I'm gonna just stab him.
Stab, stab.
Maybe. Probably not.
You
I don't know.
miss.
Yeah. Okay, that was disappointing.
You have extra attack though.
Oh yeah.
You get.
Okay,
Yeah, you get 2 attacks now.
let's try again.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
All right, 6 piercing damage. So he's like really taken aback by this. Like he did not expect someone to burst in the door and start hacking at him with a sword.
That's fair. Who would?
So what else? Are you going to stay engaged?
I'll stay.
Okay. So Bloki.
Oh boy. I'm going to... Yeah, I can just make it. I'm going to run inside the door. And I don't know if this is a good idea. Maybe it won't be heard over the cacophony coming out of this room. But I'm going to take a shot at this guy here.
Okay. All right, standing by the door. An 11 is a miss.
Shoot. Okay. And that will be it for me. I use my bonus action to reload.
Okay. Ekron.
Yeah, I'll run up on this dude.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a swing.
And he has advantage.
And yes, you can have advantage on that.
Good thing.
Oh, thank goodness.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Nice.
11 more damage.
Unless he's dead, I'll take another swing.
He is not dead.
Well, then I'll take my extra attack. Yeah.
That also hits with advantage.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so this guy looks pretty tough. I mean, you hit him a couple of times. Whoops, I did the wrong one. I'm sorry about that. Ekron, you need to restore your hit points.
Did I get...
So that
Did
that
I
should
run
have
into
been,
some spikes or something?
so let's see, that should have been 12 more, so that's okay.
Stepped on a nail.
So you did 11 and then 12, right? So
Yes.
that's a total of 23 points. So okay. All right, I got him corrected now. He still looks like he's a pretty tough
He
customer.
has taken 29 hit points.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my shield out before I end my turn. Get that shield.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ekron attacks the minstrel and then draws out his shield. And now we get to the surprise round. We get to Sugarcane's turn.
This is my group now. This is my D&D group. These fellows right here. So I'm gonna attack Ekron with Fireball.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Can I do that?
Treachery.
Oh my god.
So you want to fake attack him or really attack him or turn on the guy beside you, or what do you want to do here?
They attack him and to be like, come on guys, let's just give up.
You just like scratch at my shield if you
Do
want.
you really...
I'm sure that'll.
Sugarcane, do you really think this band is talented enough to justify betraying the party for?
Get all the way to New Orleans. I don't know. I guess flouting. We're gonna get to Carnegie Hall together.
A bunch of bards buffing each other, but nobody does anything.
I'm gonna feel so terrible for this.
Oh, this is amazing.
Hold on. I got new spells, but I forgot to put them in my thingy.
Well, we could still roll them if you tell me which one you want to use.
Okay. Actually, here, I guess maybe I'll feel less guilty if I turn into a bear. So I'm gonna.
Into a freaking bear.
All right, so suddenly this person that is playing a flute beside this guy, this tiny little person playing a flute, turns into this huge, vicious black bear.
Yes. The flute drops to the floor.
Oh my.
And he has got the biggest WTF expression on his face right now as you gaze down at him.
Right now, his entire world is a lie.
Okay. It feels so bad. I'm gonna do a multi-attack. 2 attacks. I probably should have just rolled for one of the 2 attacks. Okay, I'm gonna bite this guy.
And the bite is obviously a miss.
Ouch.
Now I'm gonna one.
The claw's also a miss.
Dang.
So he's managing to kind of dodge you, even though he's scared out of his wits.
Didn't I have gotten advantage because it was a surprise?
No.
Yeah.
I was just kind of a part of their team, and then I turned into a bear and started biting.
So here's what I feel like. I feel
maybe.
like the part where you turned into the bear got his attention. So I don't think you can turn into the bear and then surprise him both at the same time.
Yeah, the shape shifting is not like instantaneous. It takes like a
Yeah.
Seems fair.
All right, next round. So actually, Glory is going to go first. I think PCs. Michael, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think PCs always go first when they're tied with NPCs.
Yeah, typically.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
All
a
right. So
pretty
Glory's
common
next.
All right. Hopefully, this kick to the face will kill the music man.
Well, it does hit him, but it does not kill him.
Goodness.
He
Okay.
just kind of recoils from it a little bit.
And again.
Oh, that's a big miss right there. No, you've got advantage, so you hit.
Oh,
You
snap.
crit,
That's a crit.
actually. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, wow. So between you and Ekron, this guy's getting bloodied up pretty badly now, but he's not down.
I cannot.
Whoa, what?
He is not down.
I thought his whole job was like just being the director of this band.
I know. What is he?
Guys, I think it may be indicative.
What's his other job?
His other job is just like
His other
gym
job
trainer.
is to clean up 2-bit people that wander into the dungeon like you.
He eats a lot of protein.
I think this may be indicative of the world that we just wandered into. That even the band director is a badass.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, he has.
We should have left.
All right, so it's time
Mistakes
for
were made.
the initiates to take a turn.
Oh,
Oh, this is where all
And
goes sideways.
they are definitely going to go ahead and take a turn here. So,
Yeah, they're definitely going to go ahead and run away.
yeah, they're not going to run away. So let me look at something here.
Man, if we survive this, they better have like amazing stuff. There better be like some magic boots or something.
Right. So
Yeah.
this one, he pulls a dagger out of his cloak and just slashes back at the bear. This is the one that's right beside the bear. So does 3 damage, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And this one's going to run around and attack with advantage. Attack the bear. That probably misses.
So I just take 3?
You just took that 3 from the first attack.
Okay.
This one is going to... Let's see how much range we got here. Yeah. This one is going to kind of jump across the pond, or the fountain, and kind of move over here on this side of Glory, and he is going to attack Glory.
no.
What am I doing? Let's try it again. I assume that's a miss.
Does he have
Doesn't have advantage, no. But this one is going to run to right there, and he's going to have advantage.
No snap.
Right now, though.
But he crit. No. Yeah, it's a 14.
That's just barely a hit, yeah.
Okay, so there's 4 damage. And then
No.
this one is going to... Can he get to...
That's disadvantage.
Oh wait, yeah. Brett has a shield out, and he's right next to Glory, so he imposes disadvantage, which cancels the advantage.
That cancels the advantage. So, guess what? He doesn't hit. Last one
I got that shield out just in case.
is going to run down here and take on
Oh what?
Bloki.
But I was pressed up against the wall pretending to be a dwarven statue.
And I'll bet that's a hit for 6.
That hits, yeah.
Okay. So now it is
That wasn't so bad.
it is Blokey's turn.
You wanted
Oh,
a piece of
man.
Ekron.
And I'm engaged with this guy now, so I can't get away without.
You got engaged? Congratulations.
Yeah, it's got.
You can break it off. You just gotta hurt his feelings a bit.
to insult his music skills.
Adults. Acting.
I am going to defend myself. I'm going to attack him with my hand axe.
Okay.
Son of a...
So that is a miss.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do this round. That's it.
Okay. Ekron's turn.
I'm gonna try to swing at this dude and hope that I can finish him off.
You are attacking with advantage.
X. Get a swap.
Nice.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll for damage. All right. So you just hit him right along the side. He goes flying back into the pond behind him. And his dead body's just floating on the surface of it.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, can I only
Finally died.
use my extra attack on the same target? Or can I, like, turn and then take another swing at the dude?
Yeah, if you're just using your normal extra attack, it just says 2 attacks. It doesn't say it has to be the same person.
Correct.
Well, then I'm gonna, like, you know, I knock that dude out, so I'm, like, all revved up, and I'm gonna, like, roar.
Okay.
And then turn, and then take another swing at this dude right here.
Okay.
Scared, but anyway. Took out his conductor.
Who will lead
All right,
us?
so that's going to hit. And
Nice.
he goes flying back and lands dead on the floor behind you.
Oh, they're weenies.
These guys aren't that
These
tough.
dudes are weak sauce.
No, wait.
Yeah, I'll get my. Let's see. Get my shield back out, and I have movement now, right? So up here by your cane.
Okay.
There's a few more peeps up there. Done.
All right, we are now at Sugarcane's turn.
Here we go. I am going to... I guess I have to do it to this guy. I'm going to multi-attack again.
You could do it to the one on that side, too. It's...
And
Gonna do that one. Okay.
Alright. You cut out for a second there, Dad. I didn't hear anything you said until...
I think everybody cut out because I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything for a minute.
Can you hear me now?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I was just saying
I-
you could attack the one on either side.
Okay.
So which one is that? That's a hit, but which one? That one. Okay. All right, so you hit him and bludgeon him pretty hard, but he's still up.
Now I'm going to claw him.
And that's a hit. Yeah, and he
Nice.
goes down.
Weenies compared to the choir director.
Never mess with the choir director.
Band director.
Oh, yes, band director.
The maestro.
All right, Becca, is that it for you?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's Glory's turn.
All right. I am. Yeah. Okay. So the guy I'm still engaged with, I'll go ahead and try and kick him. Oh shoot.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Good. Let's try again.
That's a hit. All right.
And then
It's like an educational program where like you get the answer wrong and then it's like, let's try again. Why? But that made me think of it.
all right. That's it for me. Never mind. Just I'm done.
So, this one that's engaged with Glory, he's going to take his full action to break away from her. And
Do I get an opportunity of attack?
no, because if he takes his action to disengage, you don't get an opportunity attack.
Oh.
And he's going to run here toward the door, and it kind of on his way out, he's going to look back at all of you and point at you and say, "You'll regret this. You killed the Queen's minstrel. You will regret this, all of you." And he disappears off behind this door.
Oh no.
We have to get out of here.
He can't have gotten that far though.
Somebody chase after him.
It's not my turn yet, but I have a really high speed.
This one is going to take a swing at Blokey. And I bet that misses at 12.
That does miss.
Yeah. All right, now it's Blokey's turn.
Okay.
Go, run.
I am going to move away from this guy so he gets an attack
Okay.
of opportunity.
All right.
That will hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No big deal. So that's 5. I'm going to walk out the door. That's 10. Do I see him?
You see him right where
Right where he
the
is.
token's
Okay.
at, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take one more step towards him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action. And I'm going to say, "Snakey snake." And I point at him. And my rope of climbing comes out of the bag. And it's going to go and wrap around his leg. And tie itself off in a knot. And then I'm just going to tug.
Okay. So do the rules for how the rope works address this situation?
They don't. Let me post the text in chat. Here. Boop. I'll let you decide if it's possible.
No question. I'm going to let you try it. I'm just trying to figure out how to go about it. All right. Let's. What ability does this rope reflect? Of your abilities, what does it reflect? Does it reflect your intelligence, how cleverly it was created? Does it reflect wisdom? You understand?
It's a magic item that I crafted, so it probably would reflect my magical knowledge and my dexterity with its use. I don't know.
Okay. Because I'm thinking this is really a question of how good a job did you do creating the rope when it was created, then how much dexterity have you got tossing it at this guy. So let's use your intelligence against his dexterity, and let's see if he can avoid it.
Okay. Just a raw intelligence check?
Yeah, and he's going to do a raw dexterity check, which is a 5.
9.
All right, so the rope kind of grabs him and tangles up his legs, and he just falls to the ground.
Yes. And I'm just going to pull the slack up and just start trying to pull him towards me.
Okay.
With any action that I have.
And you're able to do that. You can pull him up till he's just right under your feet there.
Okay. That's probably my whole action. Because it's a bonus action to use it, and then the pulling is probably... Actually, it's an action to use it. Yeah, so that's my hold up.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Ekron's turn.
Right. All right, I'm gonna try to whack this dude who's right behind Sugarcane. Is he facing her?
Yes. I mean, he's in a position where he can't defend himself really easily, so I give you advantage on that.
And then I'll.
So that's a hit with advantage. Yeah, I mean that just clobbers him instantly.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, I can't really make it over there. Dang it.
Becca, what's your speed?
I can get to about here.
Does it not say on here? 40.
As a bear, it's probably higher than it is as a gnome.
Is so I can get it to the door from where I'm at.
Are we on Sugarcane's turn now? I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second.
Can I only use my? Do I have to use my extra attack like in sequence like that, or can I like use it and then run and then still use it on this?
You can break it up. There's no restriction on when you've got to use it. So you can. I mean, normally you can run, attack, and then run more, and so there's no reason you can't attack, run, and then do your second attack. Yeah, that's a hit.
Yes.
All right. So Ekron's on a roll today. He's taken out this one. So there's just one left now out in the hallway, and it is Sugarcane's turn.
All right. What is
Call
this?
my axe the Music Slayer. Slayer of musicians.
Wait, who's alive?
Just the one that Bloki's got.
I yell back from the hallway, I've got him! I've got him!
And over here. So I can be in the loop.
Okay. And if all you're doing is moving, you could go 60 feet.
Yeah, you can take a dash action and double your movement.
Then I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna attack the guy.
Well, you can't. If you can only, the dash is your action for the turn, and so you don't get to attack.
You
but
could get
you can just
get like on that side of him to block him off.
I'm a bear. I'm intimidating.
Okay. Actually, what's the bear's movement? Just check, make sure. He may move a little faster than 30 feet.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah, it says 40 on here.
I still don't know if that's you could get that far.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. You still couldn't get to him without a dash.
Yeah, but you could get anywhere around him easily.
Yeah, here then.
With a dash.
Knock him off.
Okay, Glory.
Okay. I will jog out there to the hallway.
Okay.
And I will... Yeah, I'll just use a martial arts move on him. But I've got advantage, right?
Yes, you do have advantage.
Huh. That's terrible.
That should hit that.
It is terrible, but it's also enough.
What?
Wow.
Because you have advantage.
So, we're out of combat now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those guys have like 3 health.
A little more than 3. That one had already been hit once.
Oh, god, okay.
Yeah.
They're fragile. They're fragile guys.
that wasn't the plan.
Things, they
wipe
went a little sideways, but as always, we came out on top.
Okay, but we should have saved one guy to tell us things.
to tell us.
Akron's gonna wipe
How
the
bad
blood
they are.
off of the blood off the music slayer and strap it to his back.
The music slayer.
Oh well. We should probably get out of here before someone comes to find what all the ruckus is.
Or the lack of ruckus now that they're not playing music anymore.
Did somebody say music? I'm a bear right now, though, so it would just be like.
What does it look like when a bear tries to play a flute?
We can see.
Let's find out.
On the floor in there.
Let's Alright, I'm gonna start searching the bodies. Particularly the one in the fountain.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So so on the one in the fountain, you managed to find some coins that are roughly the equivalent of about 4 gold pieces.
Man, this dude's broke.
And
Well, I mean, if he's like the other guys and he only needs the wind to breathe,
searching
sure that means nothing.
and searching the other ones, you're able to kind of find some just random coins and such, pull off of them that's worth about another 10 or 11 gold altogether.
Okay, so everybody gets 3 gold about.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Not worth it.
Well, that was not really the most productive murdering we've ever done. Although, for me at least, it was extremely satisfying.
Sure.
And also for the music slayer. What's in this room, Matt? Are there any other entries or anything else? Is this just like a wall over here?
Just this, yeah, there's a cave wall, and then there's another doorway that goes off to the south right there.
Do you guys want to check that out, or do you want to book it?
I wouldn't mind checking it out just because we didn't. I mean, it's not like we took a ton of damage or anything. Like, we're still pretty healthy.
Yeah, I agree.
If we run into that lady, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to get out. That happens.
I don't know. The music slayer is rolling pretty well.
He's doing work, man. His musicians across the land will fear his name.
Have you heard tale of the music slayer?
Hide your flutes and piccolos.
Alright,
I'm
you know
gonna
what?
turn back.
I'm worried that this room is full of nasty birds.
Yeah. I think it probably is. Oh my gosh, don't go in there.
I think there's at least a 90% chance that there's nasty birds behind us.
Hey,
Yeah,
let's at least listen.
as you get closer to the door and can hear the flapping and squawking behind it, you feel pretty sure there's nasty birds behind that door.
Let's open it. I can pull out my
It's
flute.
the Angry Birds room.
Are these birds that are nasty because they want to kill us, or because they're trapped?
Oh, if they're trapped, then we need to get them out.
Yeah, you
That's
should
what
do
I don't
some,
know. It's like
some druid stuff.
I feel like there's probably not a difference. I bet even though
Breathe
they're trapped, they'll still kill us.
What if we hide and let Sugarcane free them? So only one of us takes a hit.
When in doubt, send in the druid.
So that could,
Really has just
she can
yeah.
arm and flee.
Uh,
We'll be fine.
I'll climb into the pond. Right behind the maestro.
I like the sound of that.
I'm gonna back up and just
Akron's feet are splashing in the water, and he just runs and he just takes a dive.
I'm gonna post
Keep
up
belly
and
slides.
point my
Let it
rifle
cross
at the door.
Okay.
All right, everybody. I am going.
Just kind of peek over the side there.
This is such a bad idea.
Sugar cane gets gobbled by buzzards.
All right, so I'm gonna open this door
Okay.
very slowly.
All right. So it's like super dark in this room, but you can just make off in the shadows this really large bird-like creature, and it and at least one other, plus some others that seem to be further in the distance, just begins to squawk manically, just like going nuts, flapping around, panicking, just at the sight of that door opening.
Oh, okay. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals, and I'm gonna yell in there. Are you guys okay?
All right, so they hear your voice and they kind of calm down a little bit, and you can hear it. Just of course, all anybody else can hear is all this squawking going back and forth between Sugarcane and these birds that seem to be a little bit more under control. And they just all you can hear them saying back in return is something like, They hurt us. They hurt us.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Would you like to be free? Me and my friends.
They kind of, I mean, they can understand you, but they're not 100% sure that they trust you. And, but you hear them say, "Please, just go away. Go away."
I can free you, and they won't hurt you anymore. I promise you. If one of you will come out, we just killed a bunch of them. Like, we just killed like 7 of them.
All right, so this one, you see it kind of comes running up, kind of it gets close to the door and just starts kind of peering around.
My friends, they wanted to take a swim.
Yeah, and it just kind of tentatively walks out, kind of into the room, and behind it comes another one that looks just like it. And they just kind of look at you for a moment, somewhat gratefully at all of you, and then suddenly they just kind of take flight and whoosh, they're gone around this door and seemingly back up toward the exit to the caves.
Huh. I just realized this is the perfect cover for us. Now it's going to look like the birds got out, killed all these people, and then flew away.
Oh.
No one is ever going to know that we were, I hope.
So there's no more birds in there?
No, there were 2, and you don't hear or notice anything. It's pretty dark back in the back, but you don't sense that there's any left in there.
I remember there's that other side of the hallway.
I think the door to that is going to be around this corner over here.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Probably, I don't know.
Okay, so I think it's with this. How long would you have said that encounter, Dan?
To talk to the other birds, and then let them out. Probably more, you're still capable of speaking to the others. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
In that case, with me, we're going around this corner. I'm freeing these birds.
Okay. I follow.
All right.
So I'm gonna
Definitely follow.
I'm gonna peek around this corner.
Yeah, so it leads to a door.
Imagine that. Oh, let's not be in the way or it'll scare them.
Actually, you
Good
guys,
call.
guys. Ekrin, will you be so kind as to drag a couple of bodies with you on your way over here?
Yes,
So I can show them.
I would love to do that. Do I need to get the... Can I just get 2 of these little
Get
guys?
2 of any that you like.
Well, they're probably a little bit lighter, so I can probably get 2 of them.
Okay.
I'll just grab a leg with each hand, and I'll just kind of drag them over here.
Okay.
Grab any carcass that you like.
All right. So, yeah, Sugarcane gets to the other door, and sure enough, finds 2 more of them behind that door, and you can let them go as well if you want.
I'm gonna say, hey, I just let your friends on the other side free as well. Can you guys would want to get out?
So yeah, you have to step away from the door a little bit because they're very jittery, but they come out into the hallway and eventually also take flight, and they know the way out. They just start heading out of the temple ahead of you.
Right.
Cool.
And now there's a notable silence from these rooms where you were hearing all this squawking before.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That could be a problem.
This way now, guys.
I'm gonna go in and just quickly search the room and see if there's...
Probably just gonna be a lot of bird feces.
That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting like 90% bird feces.
Yeah.
Is there newspaper on the...
Yeah.
Paper for the 2 giant birds.
They were still house training.
Yeah. So this is kind of what you make out when you search the rooms. They're empty, obviously a lot of bird droppings, like you said. And obviously no birds left anymore. But yeah, I mean, nothing remarkable about them at all.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Arrows or any bow and arrow or anything like around from these... left over from these old trap windows?
No, it's been an eternity since the dwarves, the original inhabitants, lived here. Literally centuries.
Oh, Sugarcane, why did you want... Did you just want those bodies to be dragged around just...
Well, I
scare people off, or...
did. I figured like the other guys did.
Gotcha.
Killed them. So they trust us. Leave.
All right, so this is probably a good time for us to stop for the night.
Oh yeah, it's 9.
So
Oh, it is, yeah. Oh.
go ahead and say good night